right, well, last summer, the Juvenile Diabetes Research Foundation, or JDRF, changed its name to Breakthrough T1D. Why? Because type 1 diabetes impacts more than just kids. About 80% of people living with type 1 diabetes in Minnesota are adults.
This weekend, the organization is hosting its annual walk in Eagan, and Carolyn Sherritt is the executive director of Breakthrough T1D for Minnesota as well as the Dakotas, and she's here with a little bit more on the event, which does include some familiar faces this year.
Yes, we are so excited to have Kevin and Paul join us at TCO Stadium on Saturday.
Awesome. So tell us a little bit about the change, because Chris and I were talking, we did the walk when it was, type 1 diabetes walk. Tell us about the breakthrough change that was done.
Yeah, so same mission, same organization. We are doing the same thing, but the change to the word breakthrough is really emphasizing what we do as part of our mission, which is funding breakthroughs in research, in advancements in both therapies for cures, technology to make life easier with type 1 diabetes, as well as advancements in screening. So, early detection, prevention of and delay of onset of type 1 diabetes. And the J of JDRF stood for juvenile.
Yeah.
And one, it's not really a medical term that is used anymore, and also reflects that there are plenty of adults that live with type 1 diabetes, and the average age of diagnosis is increasing. It's actually over the age of 20 right now. And so we wanted to make sure that our name was reflective of the work that we do and the community that we serve.
Any idea why the age seems to be sliding older? There's got to be some discussion.
There are some people that are much smarter than I am that are working on trying to discover why the incidence age is going up, but also why the incidence rate is increasing. So in Minnesota, there's over 1,100 people that are diagnosed with type 1 diabetes every year. That's like 2 to 3 individuals a day. And again, that we're seeing that with all autoimmune diseases in general. Again, there's some really smart people that are trying to figure out why that is.
Well, that's part of what your research is about, and that's part of why these walks happen.
Exactly. And, sometimes the simplest answer is the easiest one to explain it, in that advancements in technology, right? People are living healthier, fuller lives with type 1 diabetes. They're living longer, they're having families. That genetic pool is expanding a little bit. And part of that is that advancements and breakthroughs that Breakthrough T1D is funding, as well as, other organizations as well.
And hearing the term diabetes, there's type 1, there's type 2. They're very different. Clarify the different types for us.
So the easiest way to clarify is type 1 diabetes is an autoimmune disease. Your body attacks the cells that create insulin. There is nothing that can be done in terms of diet or lifestyle to change this. It is just something that your body does. So that's the main difference between type 1 and type 2.
And it just happens. There's nothing you can do to prevent it. But I mean, I think
or nothing you did to cause it.
Right. And that's what makes it so difficult to deal with, because it can just happen one day, and that's the unfortunate reality for folks.
Yeah, that's especially when you look back even 5-10 years, that's kind of how life was with people that were diagnosed with type 1 diabetes. They'd see some of the symptoms, excessive thirst, high urination, just kind of general fatigue and tiredness. Weight loss went along with it. But now there are advancements in screening. So you can be screened for type 1 diabetes antibodies. The University of Minnesota has a program called TrialNet, who will be at our walk on Saturday, offering free screenings for families there that will show if you have antibodies or not. If you do have antibodies, the great news is there are some FDA-approved drugs that delay the onset of type 1 diabetes up to 5 years, which is, a difference between a 5-year-old and a 10-year-old is huge. And so we're really excited to welcome them at our walk as well.
Tell us a little bit more about the walk. It's happening in Eagan.
Yeah, the Vikings facility at TCO Stadium at Vikings Lakes is hosting us again this year. We get to take over their whole facility. So we have a party on the field. It is thousands of people. We have a DJ pumping music through the whole stadium. We use the Jumbotron. We have live feeds of the event itself. Our hallmark or our flagship component of the event is our T1D parade. So everyone that's there that lives with type 1 is invited to go through the parade before the walk starts as we celebrate and clap them through the parade. And they hold signs that say how many years they've been living with type 1 diabetes. And what it was really fun to see is our oldest individuals with type 1. And last year, I think we had a gentleman who had been living with type 1 diabetes for over 60 years, which is absolutely incredible. And he kind of had to be coaxed to participate. We're like, it's not just for the kids, it's for everyone. We want to celebrate you too.
Well, Carolyn, thanks for stopping by. Good to see you. Hope the event goes well. Going to be a little chilly, so bring
It's going to be great.
Bring a little bit warmer coat. It won't be raining, we know that.
Yes.
So the Breakthrough T1D Walk takes place again this Saturday, Viking Lakes in Eagan. Paul Folger, Kevin Dorn from 5 Eyewitness News will be there.